Hey, Tommy and Eddie, the Skid Guys here. Let's talk about Palm Sunday.
Oh, you know that was a block party. Like all of these palm branches and cloaks on the ground. Probably like a big bounce house over at the Eastern Gate. It was a Jesus parade! And the disciples were all throwing candy out at everybody. Hey, you think Skittles are kosher?
All right, I have no idea what kind of parties that you go to, but there were no biblical Skittles.
Oh, yeah, that's probably true. Oh, I bet it was Swedish fish because Peter was a fisherman.
All right, there was a party, there was a parade, and Jesus rode in on a donkey, and that was called the triumphant entry.
Yeah, and the crowd went wild! Jesus!
Yeah, let's not focus so much on the parade, but the after party.
Oh, that sounds exclusive.
Not so much.
Yeah, I can see it right now. Like Peter and Andrew with a little late night karaoke. Ebony and Ivory, let's together in perfect.
All right, it wasn't so much a late night party as much as it was the next day in the middle of the afternoon in a Jewish temple.
Okay, oh yeah. A little afternoon vibe. Yeah, I can feel that, yeah. It'd be like a office karaoke.
No, can we stop with the karaoke? No, let's just stop with the karaoke. No, when Jesus saw what was going on, there was corruption in the temple, and he just started tossing furniture around. Hey, can we get the table? Yes. Not how I would have done that, but no objections. You see, when Jesus saw the corruption, he got a little ticked off.
Yeah, righteous, ticked off, indignation. God's okay with that.
Jesus even said, "You've turned my house of prayer into a den of thieves."
Oh, that is harsh, yet accurate. Yeah, it's like for the past 3 years, Jesus has been laying out this long fuse.
And in the temple that day, he lit the match.
Boom, baby! The system of sacrifices, the countless rules, the brokenness of human race, all turned upside down.
But what Jesus was really doing in that moment was turning everything right side up.
Yeah, no more animal sacrifices. Jesus would be the ultimate sacrifice. Instead of these external rules, he would change us internally. He would take our brokenness and make wholeness.
And Jesus was just getting warmed up.
Yeah, the curtain is about to rise on the greatest event in all of history, and that is worth celebrating.
That is right. Who brought the karaoke machine?
None of your business. He's alive.
Nope,
He's alive.
that's a spoiler alert. That's for next Sunday. That is a spoiler alert.
Hey friends, happy Palm Sunday. It's April 5th and I'm Josh T with your announcements. Now, I know this isn't a palm, this is my buddy Bonsai. So first off, for announcements, our church will be live streaming Palm Sunday service this week, and we'll be live streaming our service next Sunday as well at 9 a.m. on Facebook, and you should tune in and join me just to listen in and get a little bit of encouragement and a good word from Pastor Philip. You should also know, everyone should know, that there will be no small groups this week, so there won't be a Zoom meeting, but if you want to hang out with me, I got lots of free time. And another thing, you should check your email inbox every day leading up to Easter for some daily encouragement. If you aren't getting the email, you can send your email, like send it in a text to Amy Franks or something like that if you need to get a little bit of encouragement every day leading up to Easter. And lastly, make sure that you like and subscribe this video so you can see our video next week. And I mean, until then, you guys take care and stay safe. Take it easy.
All right, hey everybody, Charlie here again. Happy Palm Sunday. Back with another worship song for you guys to sing together. This time it's Reckless Love, so please feel free to sing along wherever you're at. And if you're wondering what this shadow is for, no. The sun is not right there. That is a light that is just about as bright as the sun. It's blinding, so I'm not going to look at it. All right. Before I spoke a word, before I spoke a word, you were singing over me. You have been so, so good to me. Before I took a breath, you breathed your life in me. You have been so, so kind to me. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, it chases me down, fights till I'm found, leaves 99. I couldn't earn it, I don't deserve it, still you give yourself away. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Yeah, yeah. When I was your foe, when I was your foe, still your love fought for me. You have been so, so good to me. When I felt no worth, you paid it all for me. You have been so, so kind to me. And oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, it chases me down, fights till I'm found, leaves 99. I couldn't earn it, I don't deserve it, still you give yourself away. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Yeah. There's no shadow, there's no shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. There's no wall you won't kick down, lie you won't set out, coming after me. There's no shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. There's no wall you won't kick down, lie you won't set out, coming after me. There's no shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. There's no wall you won't kick down, lie you won't set out, coming after me. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, it chases me down, fights till I'm found, leaves 99. Couldn't earn it, I don't deserve it, still you give yourself away. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, it chases me down, fights till I'm found, leaves 99. I couldn't earn it, I don't deserve it, still you give yourself away. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Amen. All right. Keep on keeping on, doing what you're doing, staying safe. Rock and roll.
Oh, hello, Southside. How is everybody doing out there? Welcome to Palm Sunday. We've been waving our palms. I hope you guys have been enjoying the church service on Sunday mornings online. I'm here with my caterpillars, and they are about at the chrysalis stage. So I'm putting them in my little butterfly house here, and I thought I would repurpose my palm frond and put it in here so that when they hatch, hopefully, that they turn into butterflies by Easter Sunday, because we have something special for Easter Sunday for you guys, so stay tuned. These guys, ooh, they're disgusting. I am disgusted by caterpillars. They poop and eat all in the same jar. It's been gross. So I'm looking forward to that metamorphosis stage. I have a little card here. I think this is where the stage we're headed to right now, becoming a chrysalis. So stay tuned for that. That's super exciting. But today we are celebrating Palm Sunday. And I want to read to you guys where this story, it is found in Mark chapter 11, but I'm going to back all the way up to Zechariah because that is in the Old Testament. It's just another prophecy that Jesus fulfilled because Jesus fulfills every prophecy, and we can find it in Zechariah. It says this in chapter 9, "Rejoice greatly, daughter Zion. Shout, daughter Jerusalem. See, your king comes to you righteous and victorious, lowly and riding on a donkey, on a colt, the foal of a donkey." I wrote in my Bible, the Jesus Uber. And that is where Jesus fulfills prophecy as we find it in Mark. You know, it's amazing that Jesus would choose this, a donkey, to ride in as king. Jesus was coming down not to take a seat as king on earth, but he had one goal, and he was headed towards the cross when he was headed to Jerusalem. To most of those that were waving the palm branches, they had this agenda for Jesus. They wanted him to become king on earth and to take over. They had a political agenda. They wanted him to take over the Roman occupation. Isn't it funny that we also are in an election year this year, and most of us have this agenda, something that we want from our political leaders, right? And in the middle of all of this virus season, we are looking to leaders like that. But Jesus came with complete humility when he was headed into the city. Not pushing his own agenda, he had one goal, and that goal was to take the sins for all the people. Jesus had done some crazy miracles. If you guys have been following along with us, we've been reading the book of Mark. And every day I'm prompting you guys because we have these awesome guys, Ben and Jason. Oh, they might be watching right now. Hey, Ben and Jason, how are you? We hope that you'll join our small groups on Wednesdays on Zoom. But these guys have been reading and giving us commentary on Mark. And you can follow along on our Insta story where I post their posts, repost their posts. But in Mark 11, this is where we see Jesus riding in on that donkey as it was prophesied in Zechariah. You know, this week, he doesn't just use his power. He does all these crazy miracles as we're reading in Mark, but he also uses his power to hold his tongue. He never speaks up and speaks out against his accusers. In fact, he's silent because he knows what he has to do. He's obeying his Father. You know, it reminds me of a story, not at all the same, but it might help you stick with it. You know, out of Atlanta, which is where the CDC is located at, there's all this information coming out about the virus. And there's a lot of people going through there, lots of trucks, because they're picking up all kinds of supplies, medical supplies. Masks are a big deal, as I was asked recently to sew some masks for the local hospitals. And this guy, and his name is Daryl Loomis. Thank you, Daryl, for this awesome story. He stops at this local little diner, Joe's Diner, and he gets his usual, which is, I think, meatloaf and mashed potatoes and sweet tea. And this crazy gang shows up and starts giving him a hard time. In fact, they circle him, and it keeps escalating. They end up pouring tea on his head, and it sounds like they were taking his meatloaf sandwich or maybe stuffing mashed potatoes in his ears. I don't know. It just sounded like it was getting out of control. But this guy, Daryl, never spoke up. He was only intent on leaving. So he left, paid his bill, and they continued to mock him after he left. They're like, oh, that guy, what a crazy guy. He was not even a man. And the guy goes, well, he's not much of a driver either because he just took out 12 Harleys on his way out. Not something Jesus would do. But Jesus was silent before his accusers. He did follow all the way through to the cross and paid the ultimate price for our sins. I don't know if you guys get our weekly emails that go out on Fridays, but if you don't, would you text me? Because this week we're going to send out a special daily email. That's an old school email. You'll have to check your emails if you don't usually do that. You can email me or text me at 904-635-4721, your email, We would love to send you a daily email as we look at these last hours of Jesus. We think it's worth it. We think it's worth the time to send you a daily email so that you can follow along with us as we read the account of Jesus. He could have walked away at any moment, but instead he was resolute to obey his Father and follow him all the way to the cross, all the way to Calvary. What a man. And I hope that you guys, as we are doing those daily emails, will tune in next Sunday, because we're hoping that we have a butterfly release. So if you'll stay tuned, also check your mailboxes, because we'll be sending something special to help you prepare for Easter. So we are excited to walk along Jesus with you guys. He loved us so much that he was dead set on the cross, headed to Jerusalem. Would you pray with me? Lord, this is not what I would have chosen. In fact, my agenda looks a lot different when I pray to you sometimes, but you have one agenda, and that is to love us. You loved us so much that you went to the cross for our sins. Lord, help us this week, Holy Week, to reflect on that amazing love. Amen.
Hello again and happy Sunday. So for this week, our challenges are going to be a little bit different. So this week for the challenges, we are switching it up a little bit. Instead of giving you 4 different challenges that you complete throughout the week, we have one challenge that you are going to complete tonight. And the prize has also changed. You will be getting a Dunkin' Donuts gift card mailed to you if you are the winner of this challenge. So what you're going to do is you're going to take this picture right here, and there is an egg that is hidden in this picture. It is done by this really cool Hungarian artist. I cannot pronounce his name, although I think part of his name translates to bagpipes. Interesting. Yeah, so you have to find the egg that is hidden amongst the bunnies. I will blow up the picture again at the end of this segment. And the first person to send the correct answer by the end of the night will receive the Dunkin' Donuts gift card. So good luck and happy searching.